Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Python. Welcome back to some more HAIKYU Fly High. Once again, if you missed yesterday's video, I've been kind of ill recently, so I'm really sorry for the voice. Hopefully it doesn't bother you that much. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the UR Select banner, as well as that's out on global. It came out yesterday. Obviously it's here for 4 weeks alongside Oikawa's banner. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the UR Select banner. We'll talk a little bit about the memory select. I want to make a separate video about that because it's a completely different story from the character select. But before that, I did want to mention the chain pack for Oikawa, because this one is available to get with regular gems, not with paid gems, with free-to-play gems, and it gives out great rewards. Now, this whole thing, if you want to go all the way to the end, is going to cost you a total of, I had it here somewhere, 17,350 gems. Okay, again, they don't have to be paid, and you're gonna get back, as you see here at the bottom, you're gonna get back 600, and also you're gonna get, as far as SP tickets go, you're gonna get, this one's for free, it's always for free, so I'm not gonna count that. You're gonna get 5 here, and then another 5 here, so you're gonna get 15 tickets, which you're usually gonna spend your gems for SP tickets. You're gonna get that, so that's gonna be an extra 2,250 gems worth of tickets, right? So that's gonna be 2,850 gems that are gonna be given back to you some way or another, considering that you would spend gems for tickets. I'm not counting the memory tickets because, again, as free to play, I would suggest you don't really spend gems for memory tickets. So that would cost a total of 14,500. All right. Considering you get back 600 and you get back 15 tickets, so it's actually not bad. And for that you get a bunch of SP tickets. I haven't counted it. No, SP tickets, sorry, memory tickets, I haven't counted it. You get a free SP dupe, a free UR dupe, not free, obviously you pay for it, sorry, but with free gems, and a mythic memory, UR memory, free dupe, as well as a bunch of leveling up material as well. This is incredible, in my personal opinion, for people that want to go for dupes. Obviously, if you're going to go SR2 for a UR and an SP, this is incredible, or multiple, obviously. This is really great value, kind of a must-have, in my opinion, if you have, at least either now or down the line, going to go for a character. And it really helps here, hence why I'm talking about it, because we do get a UR dupe, and I'll get back to that in a moment. But before keeping that in mind, I do want to talk about this banner and why this banner is really bad, in my personal opinion. Now, why is this banner better than your average rerun banner of the character that you want? Well, it's because it's easier. First of all, it can be a rebanner of any character you want. That's something that's always going to be the advantage, and that's why it's better than a rebanner, right? Always. But the real benefit that this had when it came out on JP, that I was talking about it, you know, people are going to say you were glazing it so much when it came out on JP. Now you're talking like it's no big deal. Well, that's because since then on JP, every single UR, apart from Sakusa and Komori, has an SP version that is much better. And that's the reason. The reason why this banner was better than a regular rerun is because it allows you to get multiple different URs easier. So if you're going for multiple without dupes, it's easier to get them through this banner, because obviously you get the select here instead of the dupe of the same character. And also, once you get a character, you can change the character that you want to a different one. So it is easier to get multiple different characters, essentially a free character instead of a free dupe. But as I said before, for me, it's much more better value to go for 2 SPs than 3 URs at this stage of the game, apart from Sakusa and Komori. Sakusa and Komori are SP level players. I would say Komori has a little bit more value because he's a libero, and you know, I've saved up my UR tickets. As you can see here, I've got a bunch of them, so I'm probably gonna go for Komori. And I personally would say that going here, pushing with gems is dead. Don't do it. Absolutely not. I think there are better SPs out there, and again, if you're gonna go and gonna grab Komori and 2 dupes, this is essentially the same as a Komori rerun. So you can do that if you want. Same with Sakusa. If you feel like it, you can do that. If they're part of your team in the future, you can do that. But for other URs, I personally wouldn't say so. Kageyama's good, but again, the SP comes out eventually down the line. And again, you would imagine Komori and Sakusa are gonna get SPs, but at least the URs have SP level stats. So, but again, we don't have those on JP yet, so they could take forever to come out, so it could be not a bad decision to go for them. But again, the two positives, or the two reasons why this is a better banner than a re-banner of a character you want, is because you get more benefit if you want to go for multiple characters, but because there's only two, it's not really that worth it. However, with the free dupe, now it is kind of worth it if you want to go for an SR2 of either Komori and Sakusa and a regular copy of another one. Like for me, for example, I'm probably gonna go for SR2 Komori and Sakusa in this banner now, because we got the free milk from the chain pack. So I'm gonna purchase that, then I'm gonna go and spend all my red tickets, and also it's tomorrow the shop resets, so we can get an extra 10 from the shop. Then there's a bunch of events going on right now that give you a little bit more, so hopefully I can push as close as I can to 200 without spending many gems. But for me, the benefit of this, again, it is easier to get multiple characters, but you don't need them. Hoshimi Rogami, the SPs are must-haves, and they're not that far away, so they're obviously gonna be there. And again, like, if you have the tickets, then go for it, sure. But for me, it's the benefit that this banner had, which is getting multiple different characters, doesn't really exist if the characters that you can get are not really worth it in the long run, in my personal opinion. Now, if there is a UR whose SP you're not gonna get, sure, you can go for it. I wouldn't really dupe them out. Maybe just have them to have them. Maybe it's your fourth team, you know, maybe you're not gonna build a power attack team. You can grab Oikawa, so you can grab, like, I don't know, Sakusa, Komori, and Oikawa, maybe. I don't know. And then you can have Oikawa in your power attack team as your fourth best team, maybe. But yeah, they're getting power crept. Any UR that you can think of here is better to grab the SP version of them. Yes, there are a couple with different playstyle, like Kuro has a quick attack as UR, whereas the SP doesn't. But there's just better options with quick attack, so you don't really need UR Kuro in any quick attack team in the long run, really. So it's not really a thing, in my personal opinion. The only reason, again, it is to use it as the rerun of the character you want. If you're gonna do that for Sakusa or Komori, sure. Maybe if you're committing to a UR that you already have and you want even more dupes, sure. But I think going for a certain UR now at no dupes is just stupid, and that's the whole point of this banner. And I think that this banner came out on global by the time that we already know that everybody's gonna get an upgrade of an SP version, already has one, apart from Sakusa and Komori. At the memory recruit, this is great because we get the dupes now. Why this is better than the SP ones is because we get the dupes. Sakusa and Komoris are already SP level, so they're gonna be even more valuable. I'll talk about that in a separate video, because I want to talk about SP characters specifically with UR memories. I don't want to talk about UR memories in general. I want to talk about, hey, this SP character, give him this UR memory. With high dupes, it's better than his own memory. That's the video that I'm going to talk about in a couple of days, hopefully anyways. I don't know, we'll see about that. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think it's a bit of a shame now that this is here and it's kind of dead? I think so too. I mean, on JP they're giving away these for free for the like 2.5-year anniversary. So I don't think this really matters all that much, in my personal opinion. Apart from, as I said, because we are getting a UR milk from the chain pack, I can now go and grab Komori, one dupe of Komori, and then select Sakusa from the box. Because I don't need 2 dupes of Komori, because I can use the milk. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.